It's 10 trivia questions from a confidence round that I used at my live trivia nights last week in Southern California. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. If you're brand new to the show, I suggest you hit subscribe so you never miss a new episode. It comes out every single day on YouTube and on your favorite podcasting apps. So give it a subscribe and tell me what you think after 3 or 4 episodes. There's about 800 to go back and listen to, so if you like it and you find topics that you want to do some trivia on, just search them and the words Trivia with Buds on Google, and you should come across those episodes. Furthermore, if you want to guarantee that I get to one of your topics, go donate $5 or more over on patreon.com/trivia with Buds, and I will make sure I do one of your topics every single month on the Patreon Excel spreadsheet. I've had a busy couple days. I had to do jury duty today and yesterday, and I did not get picked, luckily. I talked about how I hosted trivia events and how I have a comedic background, and something about that, I think, turned off the lawyers. So they were like, Mr. Buds, you can be excused. And that worked out great for me because I would have been sitting there till like March 30th, they said. So it would have been like a 3-week trial portion of my life where I would just be reading books. I almost got picked to be a alternate. So that would have been really tough to just go there every day and sit there. It would have been like taking a class that you got no credit for. If you're an alternate, you just kind of have to hang out unless in case somebody doesn't show up to the jury, then they're like, all right, let's get Buds in there. So if everybody shows up, then you're really just hanging out, like reading a book all day or watching the trial, I guess. But man, I'm glad I got out of it, and I'm glad it all worked out pretty good. I get jury duty like every 4 years or so. Every election, I feel like I get it. The first time I got it, like 12 years ago, I got out of it because I was away at school or something. And then the next time I got it, I went, and they just ended up not using me. And then this time, again, kind of the same outcome. If you have any crazy jury duty stories, let me know. I would love to hear those. I will share them on a future episode of the podcast. Maybe something with the law, or maybe something with jury-related movies. That would be a fun episode. And I could tell some jury duty stories if you have any crazy ones. My friend Lauren went to jury duty, and Samuel L. Jackson was there. I can't imagine that he has to stick around very long, right? He gets in the jury. They're like, do you have any experience with snakes and planes? He's like, actually, I do. And they're like, all right, you can go home. You can go home, and thanks for wearing the eye patch to the courthouse here in downtown LA. Today's episode is 10 totally random questions on a confidence round. I use these to close out my live trivia nights in Southern California. If you want to play trivia with me, go to triviawithbuds.com and click on the events, and you can RSVP for a bonus point to any event in the near future. Also, if you want to do some office trivia, I'll be doing the office trivia on March 21st in Apple Valley at Off the Grid Brewing. Tickets are $10 on the banner on my website, and we're also doing that same show in San Dimas, California at High Point Brewing on April 18th. So hit me up if you want any more info on those, and win some fun stuff, like the stuff you can see kind of way behind me. It's right about there. There it is. Dunder Mifflin hat and a bunch of cool, I got a Schrute Farms t-shirt ready for that, and a bunch of other cool stuff. And guys, I have been finding so many cool prizes lately just for future trivia events. I'm not going to show any right now, but I have a big stack of 9 of a certain game that I will probably show on tomorrow's episode. So if you want to see some cool stuff, you can always find the show in video form on YouTube at youtube.com/trivia with Buds. All right, we're going to jump into this quick episode on a confidence round. 10 totally random questions, writing down all your answers, ranking them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. Have to use each number 1 time in the ranking process for up to 55 points. You can score them at home. We're going to jump into this episode right now. Here we go. All right, here we go. Confidence round question number 1. In 1912, the people of Japan sent 3,020 trees to the United States as a gift of friendship. What kind of fruit trees were they? Number 1, in 1912, the people of Japan sent 3,020 trees to the U.S. as a gift of friendship. What kind of fruit trees were they? Question number 2, what was the subtitle to a film starring Jeremy Renner from 2013 called Hansel and Gretel? What was the subtitle to that movie? Number 2. Question number 3, what was Ask.com originally known as? What was Ask.com originally known as? Question number 4, which sea is located in between Israel and Jordan? Number 4, which sea is located between Israel and Jordan? Question number 5, which was the last province to enter Confederation in Canada? Number 5, which was the last province to enter Confederation in Canada? Question number 6, what alcoholic beverage is mentioned in Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf song? Number 6, what alcoholic beverage is mentioned in Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf? Question number 7, what candy used the slogan, "Isn't life delicious"? What candy used the slogan, "Isn't life delicious"? Question number 8, on the Boston Celtics logo, what does the leprechaun have in his left hand? On the Boston Celtics logo, what does the leprechaun have in his left hand? Number 9, what is the chemical name for salt? What is the chemical name for salt? And number 10, The Godfather was written in 1969 by what author? The Godfather was written in 1969 by what author? Those are all your questions for today's confidence round. We'll be right back in just a second with the tough answers. We are back with the answers to Confidence Round Trivia. Let's see how you did on this quiz for up to 55 points if you wrote them all down and ranked them. Number 1, in 1912, the people of Japan sent 3,020 trees to the U.S. as a gift of friendship. What kind of fruit trees were they? They were cherry trees. George Washington would have loved them. Cherry trees. Number 2, what was the subtitle to a film starring Jeremy Renner from 2013 called Hansel and Gretel? The answer there was Witch Hunters. Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters. Number 2, what was the... Witch Hunters. Number 3, what was Ask.com originally known as? That was Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. Remember the little butler guy? And number 4, which sea is located in between Israel and Jordan? That would be the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea. Number 5, which was the last province to enter Confederation in Canada? The answer there was Newfoundland, or Newfoundland, if you say it real quick. Newfoundland, number 5. Number 6, what alcoholic beverage is mentioned in Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf? That would be wine. Wine. Number 7, what candy used the slogan, "Isn't life delicious"? Lifesavers. Remember those? The original flavor was peppermint. Little extra trivia for you. And number 8, on the Celtics logo, what does the leprechaun have in his left hand? A shillelagh or a cane. Shillelagh or cane. Number 9, what's the chemical name for salt? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. And number 10, The Godfather was written in 1969 by what famous author? That would be Mario Puzo. Mario Puzo. And there you have it, all 10 answers to all 10 questions on today's quiz on a confidence round. And it's time for the Funky Monkey question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. Check them out at fmdesignsinc.com. The question is, what city does Eleven travel to in Season 2 of Stranger Things to meet her sister? Sister is in quotes. If you know the answer, tweet me at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Your trivia team name of today is John Stewart Little. John Stewart Little. And yesterday's trivia answer was the Ice King for the Blue Cold Villain on Adventure Time. We are looking for a brand new question of the day sponsor. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want to have your name attached to every single episode of the show for the ending sequence here, hit me up. Send me an email, ryanbuds@gmail.com. I'll promote whatever you need. I'll tell you all the details in a nice email. So hit me back, Funky Monkey, and our little contract has expired. So starting very soon, the question of the day promotional spot will be open. If that's up your alley and you have something you want to promote to about 2,000 people a day on the podcast and a few hundred more over on YouTube, let me know in an email, ryanbuds@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.